damage as well.
Yeah, it's
I
really
know
good.
this because I PvE.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you do PvE.
I do PvE.
There is the next links
Quite a bit.
for the banning page. It looks like winner is coming is already ready, guys. So the first best of 3 going to Toxic Youth, and you can hop on in that link to you on Skype, Conrad. As soon as Toxic Youth is ready, we will start those picks and the bans. In the meantime, I did get a couple tweets here on Twitter, and I can check those out. Simon and Jonathan tweets, do you think the elemental one-shot will happen again this week like it did on Garks last week? Keep up the amazing commentating, man. I definitely think anytime an Ellie Shaman's in the game, there's a very high chance of someone getting one-shot, so I mean, I definitely wouldn't be surprised. It just depends whether or not people are going to allow Ellie Shamans to really come into play, because a lot of people are just going to be banning those out pretty quickly. We have another tweet here from Zefsil, and she says the Pally need to switch Beacon more. I think that's why I couldn't take the pressure well. I think that's swapping around Beacon a lot definitely can help out, but at the same time, I think versus something like that, you honestly need to leave Beacon on the pet a ton because it's just going to be dying to just off dots the whole game. So it's pretty tough healing 4 targets as a Pally against that kind of spread pressure.
I got a tweet, and it really made me happy, so I'm going to read it. 2 best to commentate in my favorite team playing this weekend. Going to be a good weekend, and not EG. Sorry. Hashtag second place from Timothy. Thank you, Timothy. You're a kind man.
Hey, Timothy,
you put a smile
Timothy,
on my
you're
face.
a bitch.
Wow!
I'm just kidding, Timothy. But anyway, yeah, thanks for the tweet, man. Appreciate it. But you're cheering for the wrong team, Tim. Get it together.
I got a tweet that said, will you be casting much more for this tourney? And if so, who you rooting for? Hashtag NA. Everyone's hashtagging.
Hashtagging is the new thing, man. It's the way to be, apparently. So anyway, both teams are ready, man.
Can I answer my tweet that I read out loud?
The bans and everything are going. It's gonna, something
Fine.
to talk about.
You need to apologize to Will then.
Alright, sorry, Will. So, Toxic Youth and Winter's coming. They've both clicked ready, but no one has locked in their bans just yet, or someone hasn't. I mean, there's only 3 seconds remaining. I wonder if someone accidentally clicked in when AFK. But nope, it's going to be the same bans coming out once again. Feral and Ellie, bans coming out for both teams. Let's see, what the picks are going to be here for Winter's coming. I honestly think that going for that Resto Shaman would be a good choice. I feel like they kind of need it. But maybe they're gonna go for something else. Maybe they're just gonna go for that Affliction Warlock once again. Those are the picks that we saw coming out last time. What do you think? So it is Resto Shaman. There it goes.
Yeah, I think
that's intelligent.
I want to see them ban Ellie Shaman. I'm sorry, Enhancement Shaman, and then I want to see them ban. I don't know, my friend.
Enhancement Shaman?
Yeah.
Why?
Enhancement's scary. You don't think Enhancement's scary?
For who? Ban Enhancement Shaman on what side?
Toxic.
You want Toxic Youth to ban Enhancement Shaman?
No, I want Winter is coming to ban Toxic Youth Enhancement Shaman because Swapsy is a very scary Enhancement Shaman.
I mean, okay, I guess, but...
Hello?
There's Resto Shaman going to be banned out. BM Hunter going to be banned out as well. Enhancement Shaman Warlock isn't really a very common comp. I mean, it's okay, but...
It's gonna kill them, Isaac.
Well, we'll see. Anyway, Resto Shaman banned out on the other side. I'm guessing that we are going to have a Resto Druid coming out here for Toxic Youth. They're probably just going to play something... Okay, it's going to be a Priest. So it's going to be Priest Warlock. Interesting. I'm not sure what the third is going to be here, honestly, at all at this point. But it is going to be Warlock. I'm guessing it's going to be Survival Hunter coming out for Winter is Coming. And what do you think the third is going to be here for Toxic Youth with Ellie Shaman ban and the... Pardon?
It's gonna be a DK.
DK? You think DK? DK Priest? Oh, it's gonna be Feral. That makes more
Damn
sense.
It.
Wow, and they're not going with Hunter. They're actually going with Warrior, Affliction Walk, Resto Shaman, which is okay. But I mean,
I don't know, man. I feel like
Feral's so much stronger.
Yeah. I feel like you can hit the Warrior so much, and even if you don't hit him, like cycloning and rooting him is actually really detrimental to his overall gameplay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it is, man. I'm really surprised they're not going with the survival hunter, because honestly, I think in this matchup that would actually be pretty powerful. I feel like you could get a kill on that warlock with full CC onto this priest, but maybe I'm wrong. So we'll see if that's going to work out for them. These are the picks and the bans, and I have to say the edge once again going to Toxic Youth. For sure. I mean, I think that just with the amount of CC available on this Feral, they could either just CC the Warrior the whole time and train the Shaman, which I think is probably the most likely strategy, or really, I mean, they can kind of go on anything, but I feel like anytime you put a Feral on a Resto Shaman, you're in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, I think you're right there. We've seen many a Feral tunnel many a Shaman into the with no remorse and no regrets and no concern for their teammate. So, will that happen today? Find out by staying tuned to twitch.tv/League of Arenas. Do you know where that's from?
I don't know. Maybe it was like Dragon Ball Z or something.
Yeah! Bingo!
Yes!
Bingo. Real talk bingo.
Nailed
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Real bingo. Wow. That is some commentator synergy right there, guys. And everyone, please do let people know that this is going to be broadcast on League of Arenas channel. I know we don't have that many viewers compared to last week. It's a lot harder to obviously get viewers when you're just starting out on your channel. You know, and this channel doesn't have any followers yet, so make sure you guys do follow the channel. Make sure you guys let your friends know that they're going to be broadcasting here on this channel now. It's not going to be on my Twitch channel any longer, so be sure to be telling everyone, get everyone in here, and we're gonna have some really good games. So hopefully everyone is gonna be able to find out, and I'm sure in the weeks to come, you know, the channel's gonna grow. But make sure you guys do your part and click follow.
Yeah, click follow. I already clicked follow, actually.
Wow.
I have a little check mark. Oh, shoot. Okay, I gotta drop group again. I have a little check mark that says following. It's right by watch on Xbox. Do you care about console games at all?
Not really. I mean, there's some cool console games, but it's just, I don't know. I don't have time, I guess. Or maybe, I don't know.
I don't have time. I'm just like so busy. I'm just like such a busy
it's not even
man.
that. I
It's
just play
so
many
much
computer
stuff for me
games,
to
man. And
do.
like, I just play so many computer games that it's like,
I'm just
like,
such a busy guy.
I had an Xbox, but for the
So
last like 5
popular.
years that I had my Xbox, I didn't play it once. So I just decided that there's no point in buying a new one. So I never got like a next gen console. We got a tweet here from Jared Colson from VHL.
Yeah.
What a cool guy. He says listening to Conrad NAO and Azael commentate the Bleached Bones tournament. Exciting stuff. Love the band format. Thanks,
Yes.
VHL.
Love you, VHL.
Yeah,
Thank
what a
you,
cool
my
guy.
friend.
VHL's super nice. Jacob tweets, Azael took Conrad NAO. I love him. Hashtag no homo. And then he put a little heart. Isn't that cute?
Aw, thank you.
Yeah.
I love you, guy.
Yeah, there you go. So guys, we are going to be getting into this next series pretty quickly. I can't even tell if I'm in the group or what is going on with this. Am I? No. Okay, maybe they're making
Oh, I have
a
to
new
go
group.
forward. I got an interesting tweet. It says, what's more fun, playing WoW or commentating WoW? And actually, it depends, because I very much enjoy playing WoW. I need to find a Horde character. Oh, I got one. I very much enjoy playing WoW, but, you know, it's like if I have something really exciting to do on WoW, like a new raid or a really fun raid, stuff like that,
Yeah.
then definitely playing. But at the same time, if there's a cool tournament like this and it's exciting games, fun teams, fun format, then commentating takes the cake. So it really depends. I'm sure it's the same for you.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I think the thing that's fun for me about commentating is, okay, like, just in general, I love being involved in tournaments. I mean, that's why I play like, the game so much. That's why I, you know, still compete and everything. I love being involved in it. But there is, like, a lot of pressure and you know, stress and preparation and everything. Like, there's a lot of effort that goes into the playing. You know, and you're trying to prepare for teams. You're trying to think out your bans, your picks. You're trying to make sure you have all your matchups practiced. Make sure you have everything kind of thought through, so you can't be taken by surprise. So there's a lot of different things that you have to think about, and a lot of time that needs to be taken to really think that all through. Whereas the thing that's so nice about commentating is, like, I can kind of just hop on and, you know, I just get to hang out, usually with Conrad, and watch some games and be involved and have some fun and everything without actually, you know, any pressure. There's no pressure, there's no stress. It's just relaxing. I don't know, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Not only that, but I'm also a very competitive guy. And the one tournament I've been in, I came in last place. But when it comes to commentating, at most I come in, or at least I come in second.
We always get to the finals, comrade. We have 100% win rate in tournaments. Actually,
that's true. That's true.
We've never,
And we always get the last word.
We do. So
and I love getting the last word. You know, like in elementary school, it's like, yeah, well, your mom is blah blah blah, and then you need to think of a comeback. I have all the time in the world, man.
That's
I
true.
always get the last word.
And we can just kick them out of the call, and we can say whatever we want. They can't really stop us. I mean, we can't have free reign here. It's like, I'm the one streaming. They can't turn off the stream. What can they do? We can say whatever we want, comrade. They may have made a terrible mistake.
Yeah, maybe. It's like, any last shout-outs? Just kidding. I don't give a F. See ya.
Yeah, well, we got some more tweets here. Jana's tweets. He says, "Does the HE staff know about the banning thing? I'd love to see a level 80 tournament with this system." I'm sure that they've heard about it, or they will hear about it in the coming weeks, and yeah, that would be pretty cool too, man. Got another tweet here from Charles. He tweets at us and EG and Monster Gaming. He says, "Best part of Friday is watching Azael and Conrad cast Bleached Bones. Thanks for enabling them too." Yeah, thank you to the sponsor for sure. It looks like chat died, unfortunately, but we are going to be getting queued up into this pretty soon. Is it working for you, or is it dead for you?
No, it's dead for me. Last I see is something about VL having a helicopter platform.
That was the last one that snuck through for me as well, man.
Well, guys, that means definitely got a tweet.
Oh shit, I joined.
Oh shoot!
Hopefully they just move me to group 2.
Rookie. They need a new name, a new adjective. Not rookie and not amateur. Rook amateur.
It doesn't actually affect anything if they just move me to group 2.
It affects the other teams.
It doesn't when I'm in stealth, and my team isn't in stealth. It doesn't even put me on their frames.
Are you sure?
100%. This is how I do it 99% of the time in most tournaments. For some reason, I just don't know if they understand when I say to put me in group 2.
Oh.
Because this guys, I think they are a Russian team, so I don't know if they're gonna put me in group 2 or not. So it would show me on their frames, but I mean it does that anyway if they don't move me out. But it won't affect the other team because I'll just be stealth. And so they don't. It loads all the other frames first. Because if you're stealth when the game's open, you don't actually have a frame until it goes. So shouldn't be an issue, but we'll see. My bad, regardless. I need to be a bit more patient with that.
I miss chat.
Yeah, me too, man.
It's just you and me, and as much as I like just you and me, it's like I miss chat, dude.
It is. It's tough, man. We'll make it through it together, though.
Do you hear the sadness in my tone? That's genuine sadness. I actually have like a little bit of a tear that I'm holding back. For real. I don't know. It might be because I yawned.
Hashtag Conrad cares. So, oh, man. Alright, so we are going into the second best of 3, guys. It is going to be WLS going up against this Priest Feral Warlock. So, what do you think, Conrad? Is it going to be 2-0-2-0?
I think it might be a 2-0-2-0, my friend. Just because it's like, I don't know. I feel like Toxic Youth, the thing that they always have going for them is that, like, no matter what tournament, is that they know which comp to play. You know? They're really good. Well, not only when it comes to gameplay, don't get me wrong, I think they're fantastic players, but they're really good at knowing what to run to counter the other team. And that's so important. And I actually need to get these guys on my frames, so give me a sec.
Yeah, I agree. They're kind of like, I don't know if you were around back in the day, with like, I think it was an X6 that was a European tournament that actually won. They kept qualifying for BlizzCon and stuff, and they were doing really well at a lot of tournaments. They actually won, I think, more prize money than any other European team at the time. And they were kind of just like a counter comp team. A lot of people said that they weren't maybe the strongest individually and stuff as players, but that they always knew what to run. They always had the best comp to run. So there were these players that they spent all their time kind of practicing different classes and different setups and everything, and as a result, they always had an advantageous matchup. Like there was never like a best of 3 or a best of 5 or anything where they were playing the worst comp. They always had the best comp because they could play everything. So it's kind of reminding me of Toxic Youth a little bit, just in that they have so many different setups to run. They're always like you look at all their class lists and they have a ridiculous amount. amount that they can do. But anyway, the game has started. In Flames going to be pounced here by Botar. Bluckstack getting those full dots up. Immediately, Laguna is going to be MCS there by Bluckstack. Bluckstack popping that Demon Soul already. And it looks like the Warrior is just going to go over here onto the Warlock pretty much right away. And it looks like they just want to maybe train onto Bluckstack. But Bluckstack is playing, a pretty defensive spec. He's playing Blood Horror. And I mean, Laguna is going to be already losing his pet. I don't know if that's a really good idea to be playing Supremacy against a Warlock.
Yeah, I don't either, man. But look at Hingerick. He has to use his Stone Form right there. He does have his Trinket available, but he's down to 34%. Cyclone goes out onto Laguna. He's going to Trinket that because he needs to stop some of this pressure. Bluckstack is put into a full Intimidation right there. And yes, he's throwing out the heals quite nicely. He's getting full howl on everyone. Oh my goodness. And it was as he took the gateway, so he tremored himself out. He wasn't able to get his Warlock or his Warrior. His Warrior's down to 38%. He's down to 40% now. The heals are going into him, but look at the mana, 75% already onto Hingerick. He's getting it put into another Fear, another Cyclone onto Laguna. In Flames down to 54%. He's unable to go as offensive as he'd like because he's just hovering at low HP and he can't swap stances. This is just a very scary moment for him. But there's the cooldowns coming out. Nice job. There's the Blood Horror right there. That's going to stop a lot of pressure. In Flames down to 25%. Skull Banner, he's having to go defensive on all of his offensive cooldowns, and that is so unfortunate.
Yeah.
And he's put into a Cyclone. What outstanding play.
The full clone comes out, and I mean, they're going to swap right back to Hingerick, and I mean, pretty much just tunnel the Shaman, man. Feral Druids are just incredible at killing Shamans, and I think that's honestly the best strategy, no matter what's going on, is just to be on the back of that Shaman, because you're going to them even if you can't kill them. Bluckstack, though, taking some reasonable damage there from the Warrior at the same time. Botar is going to come back. He decides to peel a little bit here. He was going for the NS clone there. He's going to NS clone onto him. Flames, he's going to swap it back onto Hingerick. Hingerick going to be in some trouble here. He's down to 40% HP, 35% HP. Botar pops back out. He does get feared off. Looks like he's going to have to sit through that. There's the full spell lock onto Hingerick. Hingerick's going to get locked out, and he's going to gate immediately away, but he's down to 20% HP. He's low on mana, and I think that Botar may just get back to him, and he skull bashes him, and I think that is going to be that. There's a Psychic Scream coming in, 10% HP, 5% HP. Can the Link go down? It does not, but he does get a heal from something.
NS.
Okay, so the NS came out. There's the Trinket, Souling. Sorry, the Soul Drain was coming in once again, but does he still have his Link available? Because if he does, he's about the ballsiest person ever.
Yeah, I think he does. There's his run while casting. Also an Aura Master. He can't be interrupted. He's at 18%. He's running at his teammate to link him. Look at him. He's so scared. He does manage to get it down, but they're all so dead. Pick a target. Any target. They're all free. Hingerick down to 19%. Uses Stone Form. Uses Battle Master. Grounding Totem goes down. Trying to Ghost Wolf away, but I think this is going to be the end for him. Bluckstack is draining Soul. He does have his healing cooldowns up as well, so he should be fine on health. Wow, Hingerick manages to survive. He's at 34%, but 9% mana. The Treant is out, and that thing is just going to... wood chop chop.
Yeah, Gates out of there again, but I mean, Laguna 25%, and Flames at 30%. Hingerick going to go down behind the pillar there. And that is going to be game number 1, Toxic Youth, and that, is not an encouraging start to the series there for Winter is Coming. That one looked pretty damn rough, man.
Yeah, it did. It did for sure. Wow. I think it's going to be a quick 2-0, my friend.
Yeah, it's looking like it for sure. I mean, it's looking like it's definitely going to be a 2-0, 2-0, which is definitely not the situation that that Winter is Coming was hoping from. And this is a team that, if I'm not mistaken, was the team that fought Hydra's team, and they took them right to the brink. So they were honestly extremely unlucky to not have beaten Hydra's team. It was like a 2-1 loss, then a 2-1 win, then a 2-1 loss, and if they had won one more game in any of those series, they would have taken it. And there was multiple times that Hydra's team was living at 1% HP, 5% HP, things like that. So to go from that, that would be, sure, you lost and you're probably disappointed, but to go from that to this series is kind of a bit rough, because you'd probably be pretty encouraged. Hydra, one of the most famous players, definitely considered to be one of the better teams in the tournament, and then to go up against Toxic Youth, and they're just kind of getting stomped.
He always does that too. He's such a clutch player, Hydra. He's like always letting people live with 5%. It's actually crazy.
Just the constant decision, man, just making it entertaining.
Yeah, no. But it's like, he prioritizes a drink, and then because he knows that his teammate's going to live, and then he puts a shield on him at 5%, and he comes back with like 70% mana and heals him up. Stuff like that. Oh, I actually love it.
Yeah, sometimes
actually
you have to make those
so fun.
Those risks, man. You have to take those risks, and sometimes that's way you have to survive. And I think it definitely is really interesting. And it's like knowing, really trusting your teammates to be able to survive when they say they can survive. So you can go for that drink, even if it looks like they're in a lot of trouble. You have to really trust your teammates in situations like that. So it's definitely cool to see, as you said. Gates have open, so we can hop on in. And we can see if Toxic Youth is going to finish things off here in the second best of 3. It's definitely looking that way, but maybe Winter is Coming can get something rolling, but I'm just not sure what they could really do. What kind of a strategy do you think they have to employ here? I mean, do you think that they should just try to rush down the Disc Priest or something? I mean, going on the Warlock with Blood Horror doesn't seem like it's really accomplishing much, and I feel like they really, once again, are the team that's on the time limit, because if that Feral Druid's down on your Shaman, even if you never get a dot on him, he's going to oom.
I don't think tunneling the Warlock is going to work out for them. I think spreading pressure between the Priest and the Feral Druid and trying to CC the Warlock a little bit. Make sure you have Enfeeblement up on him 24/7 so that he's not able to get out as much pressure onto your team, because that's actually such a gigantic deal. It does slow down dot ticks, but something that not a lot of people realize is not only does it slow down dot ticks, but it slows down your soul shard regeneration. So you're going to be throwing out much less full soul swaps.
Yeah, it's definitely true. I mean, it makes a huge difference for sure. I definitely think that you want to keep it on the Warlock pretty much as you can. As far as the Feral Druid, it's obviously worthwhile putting it up on him as well if you can. But at the same time, a lot of their damage is going to be unmitigated by that because of the bleeds and everything, which isn't going to be affected. But anyway, I think it wouldn't be a bad strategy. Maybe just try to reduce as much damage as you can. Even just throw a lot of your CCs onto the Druid. I mean, if you can get the Druid caught in a Fear and Caster form or something like that, and get him in hexes, that would be really, really nice. So maybe we'll see if they can figure something out like that. But I think Knees might be the best target, because if you stick that Warrior to him, you have Enfeeblement up on him for the cast slows, and you're able to kind of really train on him for a bit. I think they could really get something going, but we'll find out what the strategy is going to be. Laguna has changed his spec. He is going to be playing Sacrifice, which I think is the correct choice against this. And the game is going to be starting here. Winner is Coming. Has to win 2 straight if they want to stay alive in this best of 3.
Yes, indeed. So Botar's hanging out in the middle of the map right now. You guys can't see him, but I can. I have wall hex on. He's also, what is that? Savage Roar. He's just applying that over and over. I guess it's just to keep the buff up. That's smart. Yep. There's some dots going out right there. Laguna is going to be pounced right here, down to 76% already. Healing Surge is going to be cast right here. Cyclone goes out, but not before the Healing Surge manages to land. So that's a little unfortunate. But already huge pressure going out onto him. Bloodstack does have his Dark Soul popped as well. Demoralizing Banner. Laguna is going to be at 44%. In Flames down to 43%, 38%. Hangrik needs to get some cast off right here. There's his Nature Swiftness after a Healing Tide. Oh my goodness. What happened?
The Warlock left.
Why did he leave?
I don't know.
That wasn't a DC.
No, he just straight up left. I don't know. Maybe it just didn't feel like playing out, man. Maybe he wasn't feeling that opener, or maybe there's some sort of an issue. I'm not really sure what it was, but either way, man, he was he was out of there right quick. He had enough. So
Chat would be going crazy right now if it were working. I missed them.
Oh, they're saying Laguna lagged out.
Did he?
That's what they're saying. So okay, it was under 45 seconds, so it's just gonna be a rematch. He's having some connection problems, so
I'll believe him.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Oh, I guess. Well, he didn't DC. I guess what happened was he was spiking really bad. He's lagging, so he just left. So I guess that's what happened there. Regardless, I think it's fine, and the game had just started, so I don't think there was really big advantage to either side. The opener was pretty standard and everything, but hopefully there's no hard feelings on either team. And I got a tweet from Moojerk, freedom all caps. Does that mean that Chad is back? I don't know.
Does it?
Maybe.
I'm gonna refresh.
Will tweeted me. He says, "Thanks for denying my tweet, JK. I love you, Azael. Good casting, enjoying the tourney. Glad to hear it, Will. We can move on. Let bygones be bygones." Maurice tweets, "Against which team did you have the most fear / respect at the moment?" So, if you're talking about teams in this tournament, I think that the Bleached Bones team, another and all them, I think that their team, and I think that the top 3 teams that I would be the most scared of is probably Toxic Youth, Bleached Bones, and probably second place. Those are probably the 3 teams that I'd be most concerned about. But I think that all the teams are pretty strong, man. So honestly, you kind of have to really be worried about everyone. If you take any of the teams too lightly, I think that any team can lose to any other team in this.
It's true. I got a tweet from Corey, the man who I said I would read his questions out loud if they were good. He said, I appreciate the answer questions. Any plans for BlizzCon this year? Yes, I will be attending BlizzCon. I doubt I'll be commentating unless I get a really sick deal, but I'll for sure show up, and I'm for sure going to cheer on my favorite team that's there. But realistically, I'll probably be cheering on every team because as a commentator, it's like no matter what.
As a commentator, I just love everyone. I think everyone should be happy, and we should have world peace.
Because don't get me wrong, there are some players that I don't care for. Although I guess not really anymore. They're all kind of gone. all the jerks or whatever. But it's like as a commentator, and you've said this before, and you've agreed with me
cheer
before.
for everyone equally.
No.
I want
do not
everyone
cheer for
to
everyone
win.
equally. It depends on the setup. Whichever setup
Every
I think
team
is running
should be
more,
first place.
the more fun comp. That's like whatever's more fun to watch. That's what I want to see do well.
Yeah,
but I
that's
also
legit.
want to see good games. So
Yeah.
if like a less fun comp barely beats a more fun comp to watch, like that was probably a sick game if they barely beat him. So that's what I like. But I don't know if I have any favorites for going into BlizzCon. Whichever team Azael's on is probably the team I want to come in last. I hate him.
Conrad's gonna have my face painted on his face at BlizzCon. That's how big of a fan he is.
Dude, what if I actually got like a mask of your face? Like I got like a custom tailor-made shop, and I'm just like, I want this guy's face, and they're like, okay, any special requirements? I'm like, the fucking jawline has to be perfect.
Oh my
Just
god,
shove
man.
them. It'll be like, have you seen that GIF where it's a guy and he's got a Batman mask on and he's on Omegle or whatever? He's like, I have a confession. I'm not Batman. And other people are like, you're not? He's like, no. And he rips off the Batman mask and it's Spider-Man? Dude, I'll be just like that. I'm like,
That's sick.
I'm not actually Azael. You're not? No, it's me!
It's coming to
Tell me that wouldn't be sick.
you! Would be pretty sick, man. You can sign autographs for both of us too.
Yeah? I can
Yeah.
forge your signature
You
as what
can.
you just said.
Yeah, you can. I give you permission to do that at BlizzCon.
Can need your bank statements and all that good stuff.
Yep. Well, yeah, we're definitely gonna be at BlizzCon, guys. Both of us, you know, even if I don't qualify, I'll probably commentate, and if I don't commentate, then I will just come and hang out. So either way, we'll both be there. You guys can definitely come and say hi, and you know, we like to meet everyone. It's fun to meet the fans and all that good stuff. So hopefully we'll have an opportunity to do that. BlizzCon's kind of sneaking up on us already, man. I mean, it's still a ways away, but it felt like it was so far away when I initially heard about the announcement. And it's been a while now.
Yeah. It's only 4 months.
Yeah, it's
I
not
remember when
that
it
bad.
was 7 months away.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, it's really not that far away now.
That's when we bought tickets.
Yeah,
So
exactly. It's been quite a while, man.
Damn.
Times have changed. Things have happened. Conrad has a
Something-
gif of kissing a girl on the internet. I mean, whoa.
Okay, come on! Can I just go one fucking day without having to deal with that gift?
Conrad, that gif is A+.
Yeah. Thanks.
You're a sly dog there, Conrad.
Yeah, I'm pretty smooth.
Yeah, you're kind of smooth, and I mean, you know, I'm not just saying this. I think she liked it, Conrad. She was smiling and stuff. She was looking all happy, you know. So
Thanks.
yeah, I mean, you know, yeah.
Thanks.
She didn't yell rape, you know, nothing like that.
Jesus Christ!
she was totally into it. So anyway, that's always a
One
plus.
friendly peck. That's all.
So, guys, game going to be starting up here momentarily. Toxic Youth going to see if they can finish things off. Hingrick and Flames and Laguna see if they can hang around. See what they can get done here. Laguna going for that gateway is going to get it off immediately. Spirit shells being stacked here by Knees. He's just going to try to stack up those shells to max, and they're going to charge in. There's that immediate gateway in. The Howl of Terror comes out on the pet. The Pounce comes out as well. We do have that Treant stun onto Hingrick. There's the full clone off of that. Laguna going to be Void Tendril rooted here, taking a lot of damage. He's going to have to port out of there. He does get feared off that. Hingrick now is out. He does pop his Ascendance, his Aura Mastery as well. Inflame's though taking a lot of damage. Inflame's going to pop all his offensive cooldowns. He's trying to go hard on the Botar, but Botar is sitting at full HP, does not really care at all, and Bluckstack now going to be the target, but Bluckstack going to pop that shield wall. He's going to get out of there, and I mean, that's a fine trade against all the warrior cooldowns.
Yeah, for sure. Niaz, though, he's down to 62%. Full dots are up on him. Looks like Inflames may try to connect. No, Inflames instead looks to be running after our Feral Druid friend. He's on the cat. He's on the kitty cat. Looks like our team of Toxic Youth is going to pull back just a little bit. Maybe they want to separate him, pull him away from his Shaman just a little bit more. It's going to make it harder for the Shaman to heal. He's going to have to push in, make him more susceptible to fears, the cyclones, all that good stuff. Stun goes out on him from the Treants, and now Inflame's down to 60%, Nez down to 72%. The dots are up onto Bluckstack and Botar, though, the 2 DPS on our Priest healing team. Laguna gets put into a half duration fear. Hingrick is down to 61%, did just have to use his stone form right there. A little bit of a defensive cooldown, but it's not terribly important. There's a Hellstone and the Ursoc's, or Might of Ursoc coming out from Botar right there, back into cat form. And this game is going much better than the previous game and the DC game. This is looking pretty good for this team at this point, but the healing tide just went down. I don't know if he actually had to do that. Hingrick's mana, though, not looking too hot in comparison. Yeah,
I mean, that's the real issue here, is that, you know, even if you play perfectly as a Resto Shaman against the Feral Druid, you are going to aim eventually. There is that Ueda spell. He could be in some trouble here. Is there a MAME available off of that? He's down to 35% HP. The Gateway debuff still up. He cannot pour it out of there. He comes in LOS, gets fully dotted up once again. Botar going to pull back, though, as Knees was in some trouble. Knees going to pop his Hellstone, his Battlemaster, his PS, overlapping every single defensive cooldown there. Barksian now popped here by Botar. Some pressure finally coming out here from Laguna and Inflames. Laguna, though, going to be feared off. Hingrick has some work to do if he wants to catch up. You know, I was hoping he could go for a drink for his sake, but it does not look like it's going to be possible. There's the Treant stun onto Hingrick. Hingrick down to 35% HP, gets Howl of Terror. He gets knocked away. The Link goes down, but no one is in it. Can they kill it off? They do kill it off. He's at 25% HP, 30% HP. The Warrior got in, but Laguna was not there to get through, and Hingrick is now basically completely He goes through at 10% HP, but he may just die. Dots the other side. Soul Drain coming out, and Hingrick going to go down, and that is going to be the 2-0 for Toxic Youth.
That was a gunshot.
Well said.
Thank you. I don't know if it was said. It's more
well sounded.
Nice. Nice.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. 2-0 for Toxic Youth, looking good for them. Really good gameplay overall. And, you know, for Winter is Coming, they definitely played that last game better than the previous one. And that's very important, you know, not just for tournaments, but for just a play. You know what? As a person in general, trying to improve, they improved. They may have not come out on top, but they still improved. And that's what's important. Yeah,
no, I agree. I mean, they did show a much better game in that game, too. But, you know, some of these teams aren't as deep as others, and I think that is really a situation that makes it really hard, because, you know, even if you're a very good player, when you're kind of just at these massive comp disadvantages with your bans and your picks, it makes it very hard. So we're gonna have to see if they can figure something out. Maybe, you know, going forward they can change up their roster, or they can, you know, fix some of their specs, you know, add some specs, things like that. Because I know you can, you know, change up to one player per month if you want to do that. So maybe some of these teams are gonna make some adjustments, something like that. Because it's just like, you know, you look at all the specs available for Toxic Youth, and obviously some of them are just listed there just to be listed, to look, you know, more intimidating or something. But they can run so many different setups, and it makes it really hard for them to ever really be at a disadvantage in the matchups.
Yeah. I'm impressed, actually. I really like that. You were right. If I asked Azael how the tournament went last weekend, and he said that it was a lot of fun because of the format, and I agree, man. It actually makes it so much more interesting and so much more fun than just the same thing every time, you know? Like, oh, we're going to have Azael playing Warlock with Sidhu playing Shaman and Renuki playing Mage. It's like, no. So many players are so good at all these classes nowadays, and it's like,